Okay guys, so using this actual indicator right here, we're going to try to grow this $2 account into over $800, and we're going to try to do this as big as possible. So here we're going to be using multiple strategies which I shared on this YouTube channel, but mostly using this actual indicator right here. So this actual indicator, right, this actual red line right here will act as our support level, and this actual other line right here will act as our resistance, but we'll also add some other strategies, and I'll be showing you step by step how to actually grow a $2 account. So then we're going to be entering a buy trade. So the reason we are entering this actual buy trade is very simple, right? So you can actually see that gold went to this lower side of this actual indicator and formed a W pattern, and now it's starting to go up. And if you look right here, we're actually in big profit. According to our account, right, we are now $3 profit, which is good for the trading account. So just double the account right now, and we can still end another buy trade because we want gold to go to the other side of this actual indicator. So now we're going to be entering the buy trade. Now we're going to be using a bigger lot, so you can actually see that gold came back again to nearly that same level where we entered the buy trade, and now we are over $6 profit, which is good. $6, $5, $7, one double, which is $9 right now. You can see now we've actually doubled the account. So the reason why I hold this actual trade is that we are entering at the lowest point, and now gold, which means it actually have much bigger time to actually go up. So here we actually grew the account from $2. Now we are over $12.01, right? So which means it's actually time to actually go a little bit bigger with our trading account. So when you see that here, right, you can see that where we entered right around here, where we have the rejections, and also this way the support level where we started to enter. So when you're entering right at the low where we were entering before, that means this actual level is actually a proper support. So when gold starts to go up, it will actually give you much bigger profit. Now we have to enter a bigger lot, right? We are now using 0.1, right, as a buy trade. So the reason we are entering this actual buy trade is very simple, right? We are here, gold is forming consolidation right here, and now just formed a green candle right here. So when you have a green candle after a consolidation like this, that means gold is about to go up. But here we're not going to hold this actual trade for very long. We just want a $12. That will be okay. Right here we just made an extra $25, right, which means now our account is now at $25.86. So this we are going this hard. We want to make this actual profit very fast. Remember, this is a Friday, so the market may be closing very soon, so we want to be able to make money before the market actually closes. And I'm going to show you step by step how we are actually doing this, and I hope you are following through every step that we are going. So here you can see we just close another green candle right here, and we're entering this actual buy trade, right? Because right here you can actually see we have a green candle followed by a green candle, and now we are on the third green candle, which means this actual green candle, as long as we are above the high of this second candle, we'll be in a buy trade up until we get to the other side of this actual indicator. So you're going to be patient, wait a little bit. The market is still going up and down, right? So you can see we're going into profit, which means now the market is now moving in our direction. So let's wait for it to get to $25, $30 right there. So you can actually see that the power of actually using this actual strategy, right, is that we are growing very fast right now. From right here we started entering right here, and now we are on the other side of this actual indicator, right? So this is where you actually use a powerful trading strategy and use it step by step. You will be able to enter, right? All this way the market is going up. These are all opportunities for you to actually grow an account. So from right here up to where we are right now, we just grew a $2 account to over a $62, right, which is still okay, right? As a beginner trader, once you do this, that's okay. You can actually call it a day. But we have a bigger challenge today. We want to actually test if this actual strategy can actually raise a $2 account to over $800. So let's see what we can do right now. We are on the other side of this actual indicator, so I'm going to enter a short trade with 0.6. right? So the reason we are entering this actual short trade, we are on the other side of this actual indicator, which is the resistance level. So you must see the market start to go down. So you can already see the red candle right here, and now $40 profit right there. So we want more profit, so we have to wait. So when you want more profit from the market, you have to be patient. And also when you're trading, you also need a good reliable broker, right? So the one that I'm using is in the video description. So here the market is moving very fast, right? It's going up and down very fast. So when the market is doing like this is where you need this actual broker, right? We can close in big profit like this very quickly. So when you're using a good broker, growing small accounts will be okay. Now look, we are over $100, right? When you're now above $100, now growing becomes more personal, right? We now grow much faster. So now when we entered this actual trade, we were right here, right? The market went down. So if you look at the level that we entered somewhere right around here, right? So you see that when the market comes back to that exact level, right, it actually rejected and started to go down. So this is why also what we just did when the market was right here, right? When the market came back to that same level, you enter a buy trade, it pushes up. So that way, when you're trading like that, you'll be able to get trades which can actually give you profits like instantly without loss. So now we're entering a sell trade. So the reason we are entering this actual sell trade, right, you can see that right now, right, we are now above this high, and also we are at a resistance level. So now since we are at a resistance level, since the market is at the highest point right now, it must start to come down, right, which means we have a rejection, right? We are still in an uptrend though. You can see that the market is going up, but because of the rejection that you can see right there, we'll still be able to make profit, right? Because the market does not just move in one direction, it goes up, it comes down, and now we're $90, 140, that's okay. 140, that will be good right here. So this actually takes advantage of the market. When it moves up, it just move up in one direction, it goes up, gets to a resistance, reject, then continue going up. If it continues to go up like this, we have already collected our profit, and now our account is at 329.16, right? So when actually trading, these are some other trading tricks that you can actually use. So you can now see that the market is now continuing to go up to cover this actual rejection right here, but we have already made our profit right here. We are now waiting for another proper trade that we can actually trade. So here we're going to mark the highest point where the market has been. So right here you can see that it's rejecting, going up. So I'm going to enter a sell trade right here, right? So the reason is very simple, right? You can see that gold formed this big rejection, and also the next candle is forming a rejection, which means it wants to go down. And here we just targeted to make some small profit, right? Not big much. 300 will be okay, and we just exited very quickly before this actual candle started to go up. So this is why you need a fast and reliable broker, so that when you're trading, right, when you see profit, you are able to close that profit very quick and call it a day, right? So now we can see where we are right here. We just grew a $2 account to over $600. We are very close to our goal, right? So when you're getting closer to your goal, it's not a matter of emotions can now get in your way, right? Because now you're getting closer, you may want to risk or on the next trade to actually get to your goal, but we're going to keep focused and actually be consistent so that we can actually make good profit and reach our goal. So right now you can actually see what we have right here, right? We have gold coming back to the high that we entered right here, and now it's actually rejecting. So these previous highs that you see where the market comes to these levels, right, these are good levels that you can actually use again, especially when you are scalping, right, because you're just entering right here, exiting right here, and you are done. So this way, when you're scalping, you need a good and reliable broker. And now we've covered that actual high or a rejection. So when that happens, now you have made profit, right? This way you grow your account step by step. So now let's see if you can actually find a trade right very soon. Here we're just waiting for this candle to close, then we can enter a sell trade, right? So I just entered this sell trade right here, right? We have this actual big candle, right? You see this big candle, that means there is momentum with the market actually going down, right? So when you have a big momentum, that momentum does not just die like that, it actually continues to go down. So here let's see what we'll go do right now. Will it actually shoot down, continue going down, or it will actually come back, reject, and then continue going back down, right? But the most direction where it must go is for it to go down, because this actual one candle, if you look at it, it covered two candles which are on the left side, which means now there is a change of what the market is doing. It now changed from being in an uptrend, now it wants to go down. So now you can still see right there, we are still going up and down. The market is still consolidating, but the direction is still the same. So when you actually know your strategy, you know that the market will actually continue to go down, but you still have to be patient, wait for the market to form, right? You can wait for the market to form so that when you close, you'll be in big profit. Look right now what happened we just closed in over $1,418.74 right here, right? And this all happened just because of the trade that we just analyzed right here, right? This momentum, right, did not just die. It will actually continue going down a little bit, then you can actually close. So this is the power of scalping. This works in scalping. So when you're scalping, this is how you actually trade, like, right? Because you're just getting in very quick and out. So here, let's see if we can find another trade, right? Yes, we've hit our goal, but we actually hit it very quicker than I actually thought. So we're going to push it a little bit. Let's see how far we can actually push this actual trading account. So here we're going to be entering a sell trade. So the reason we entered this actual sell trade, right, you can see that right here, gold formed this actual big rejection and came to close down here, which means now we have gold in big profit, like $1,400 right here. This is okay. This is okay. Look, right, this is okay. 1,000. Right now we made a $3,447.77, right? So because of this actual trade, right, this actual trade that we have right here, which is very clear, we have a strong resistance level. And if you look back also, this is a resistance level which has been working before. So once we have this actual big rejection right here, the candle closed like this. This was the opportunity to enter the sell trade. Now we are at this actual level right here. We can see that the market was actually rejecting, consolidating again and again, right? But when this candle closes, we have a clear direction of where the market must go. So if it closes below these actual candles, we are entering a sell trade, because now the direction will be for gold to actually go down. Now let's see, it closed right around somewhere right around here. So now let's wait for it to push a little bit up so that we can actually enter a sell trade. So I'm going to enter a sell trade right here. I'm going to enter a sell trade right here. Now I've entered a sell trade. So the reason I entered this actual sell trade, you can see this low of this rejection candle, right? When gold came to it this way, I'm entering this actual sell trade, so that when it starts to reject, even if it comes down here, I will still be in good profit right here. I'll still be in good profit. So I just want somewhere around $2,000 will be okay. $2,000, $3,000, guys. So we just made $3,000 from this actual trade. So that's still okay. I'm still okay with that. So here we are now at $6,436.76, right? So what we have right here was because of this actual trade, right? I just explained the trade. So now when you're scalping, you're just putting combination of strategies and looking to where the market is, so that we can actually take advantage. So right here I'm going to enter a sell trade. So let's enter 20 lots. So the reason I'm entering this actual 20 lots right here, right, you can see we are at the resistance level, which is at the upper side of this actual indicator. So we must be able to see the market starting to go down, because this is the highest point where we have actually reached. So the market must actually start to turn and go down. So here we don't want much profit, just want to close with $1,000, $3,000, $9,000, guys. So this is actually crazy. So you can actually see right here, right, we at a resistance level. This is the highest point, and then the market turned, and now we are over $9,000. So now you can actually see we just grew a $2 account to over $9,000. So that you can actually see that I was using multiple strategies. So this way on this YouTube channel, I share with you multiple strategies, so that you don't get stuck with just one strategy, right, and miss out on opportunities. So there are W patterns which you can use, and also you can actually use candlestick patterns, where we have 1, 2 candles, right, which means if the market goes above the next candle, that will form a green candle. So you can also use that to enter a trade in the direction of where the market is going. Then also now at a resistance level, which means now if we see that the market is actually rejecting like this, you can also enter a sell trade. And then also right here we use the momentum, which means we actually get a red candle like this, which is a big candle covering 2 candles on the left side, which means that momentum will not just die. So you enter a sell trade, the market will go down a little bit, you close your trade very quickly. Also right here we have a rejection candle, right? It went above the previous highs, rejected, came down and closed, right? with this actual candle. This is where we ended a sell trade and also made profit. So these are all strategies that you can actually use. I showed the strategies on this YouTube channel and many more strategies. If you watch the previous videos, you actually see other strategies which are used to grow a $12 account to over $10,000 and many more strategies which you can actually use daily in your trading to grow small forex accounts. So if you also want to raise a small account like $2 into over $9,000 very fast, these are actual indicators that you need to actually raise a small forex account, and the settings are in the video description, or you can comment below envelopes and I'll give you the settings of this actual indicator right here. This mobile forex. See you on the next video.